A library of waiting systems.
3 wandering souls.
1 woven story.
Welcome
That's
to the
smooth.
Codex cast.
Okay, we fought our ghost lady, where she gave Kortig a vision of her child that she lost, the mummified child who was conceived with a man. Ghost lady is now leaving us alone. We explore the house. We come across the attic, where the 2 children we found appear amongst their bones on the floor. And we got the bird back.
Highlight of the
And
episode.
Shadows, it's true. Kortig and Shadows got possessed by the children. Kortig is possessed by the frightened little boy, and Shadows kind of bratty little girl. The girl is showing the way to the attic, or sorry, showing her way to the basement through the attic.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the lights went out as we went down the stairs. Marlow was cursing and tried to relight her.
Yes, very much so. And there's kind of a mechanical back end to this. So Emily Kortig, being possessed by the little boy, is now kind of afraid of a lot and cries at a lot and is a little bit whiny. And Erica, or Shadows, being possessed by the little girl, is a little bit more bossy and not taking crap, which is a very different personality from Shadows, who is a little bit more quiet and reserved and sneaky. So we'll get to see how that plays out here. All right, and we pick up in the dark stairwell of the house. Marlow.
With me saying shit. Light the torch.
Yeah, and the torch is not lighting very quickly. It's almost like it's damp, of all things. I mean, you haven't been anywhere particularly wet for, a while now.
It feels damp.
Yeah,
Like human.
it feels damp, and it's like, when you try to light wet wood, you just have a more difficult time. You have to dry it out first and then light it.
Okay, I'm gonna feel out for Shadows, and I'm gonna say don't you have magic or something?
I don't understand. Why did you turn off torch?
I didn't turn it off. It doesn't work like that.
I mean, fire is on. It does not just go away.
Shadows, do you have something or not?
I don't know. I really don't know.
So move over to your spell page, and it's probably going to be like your cantrips or first level spells is where you're going to want to look.
I can use the Eldritch Blast.
That's force damage, so it's not going to help you at all.
Not helpful. It might be light. I don't know what cantrips you took, but light would be one that would be helpful.
Mm-hmm. Maybe prestidigitation you can dry this thing out with.
I actually don't have any of those. I'm not very useful.
All right.
Just not in this way.
Well, you guys can see in the dark, so I'm gonna kind of shimmy my way between them.
Okay.
And grab. I'm guessing the little girl probably would be in front. So
you can grab my tail. It's okay.
Yeah, I'll grab Shadows. I won't grab your tail. That's weird. I'll grab your back or whatever's on your back, and then I'll grab I don't know, the front of Kortig's shirt or something, just so I have them, and I'll say, okay, don't split up. Let's just get down to the basement and deal with this when we get down there.
Marlow, if you need to hold my hand, I understand.
I just need you to not go wandering off.
I'm right here, wherever I go.
Okay, let's move.
Okay.
I would say Marlow is scared of the dark, but this is obviously very disorienting. She can't see anything, and she knows you guys can't see stuff.
Okay. So you go down the stairs, and clearly, right, you were up on the attic floor, and you're going down and down and down and down and down. So like
Kortig is dizzy now.
the whole like 3 flights of stairs, and then further than what you would call like basement level, and a little bit further. So you're under the ground.
Holy crap.
And you pop out at the bottom of the stairway. And there are Kortig and shadows. You can see that there are some unlit torches on the walls. Every like 5 feet or so, as if it was lit every once in a while down here. Or regularly.
So we pop out?
Yep, at the bottom of the stairs.
Is it dim or is it still pitch black?
It's still pitch black.
Okay, I can't see anything.
Okay. So I'm near the front. I'll grab one of the torches and just hand it to her and just shove it to her and try to get you to light it.
So you want me to light this for you? Can you see flint and tinder?
Sure. I'll hand it to Kortig.
Can I
light it?
Can I light this thing? Can I light this sucker up? Cool.
Sure.
Okay. It is lit. It is done.
And it pops and fizzles and eventually takes with flame.
Okay, I'll snatch it back.
And the walls are stone and dusty with cobwebs, and it doesn't look like anyone has been down here for a very long time.
Well, I'm going to snatch the torch back because I'm in the front.
No need to
You
be
can
so
see.
grabby.
I can't.
I'm grabbing the torch.
I'll roll my eyes. I'll grab another torch off the wall.
Okay.
Would you like me to light this one too?
No, I got it.
All right, that's just question. I'm just helping you. I thought it asked. You don't have to be so angry with me.
Be careful, Kortig's going to cry again.
I didn't say that I was going to cry. Thorn is very
tears
very
in your
emotional.
eyes.
Okay, what are we down here for?
Are you
I
asking
asked
me
the
or
kids.
them?
No,
Oh,
the
okay.
kids. These weird.
I'm going to ask. What was his name was Rose?
Mm-hmm. Rose and Thorn.
I'm going to ask Rose how much farther we're going to go.
They shrug.
Are they not inside of us anymore?
No,
Rising?
it's a mental shrug. Like,
Oh, okay.
they, they don't know. Like, they've never been down here before. They just knew where the door was.
All right.
They were
I'm
always
gonna
locked in
adopt
their
that
room
expression.
whenever. The mental shrug.
The mental shrug. I'm gonna start using that.
Have you never mentally shrugged?
I mean, probably. I've just never said it.
It's like when Jim looks in the camera.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
Anyway.
How are they supposed to know, Marlow? They are just children. They were not allowed down here. You saw the room they were locked in. It had block window, lock on outside of door. They could not see inside.
Okay. Thank you for your helpful guidance, children. I will turn with the torch and start marching down. So are we in like a hallway? I'm trying to figure out. So we're in the little stairwell thing right there.
Yeah, so you just
As
popped
I'm
out where
pointing
this...
to my screen. No one can see what I'm pointing
You just popped out of this little, like, you see the little circular
Mhm.
stairs? You just popped
Yeah.
out right there. So you come
Okay.
out and there's like a T. So you can either go right or left.
I'll kind of look to either side.
Both hallways are dark, but slightly lit by your torch.
Okay. Do I hear anything? Because I'm also like a little bit wary of this supposed monster that's down here. So I'm gonna kind of peek for a second and just see what I can detect. AKA perception check, if that's acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting things off strong, guys, and that's not sarcastic. That is a 21. Perception.
As you poke your head out, like, into the tea, you're not quite sure where it's coming from because the walls produce, like, vast echoes. But you can hear this strange reverberating chanting that just bounces off the walls.
Is it in a language that is familiar?
No.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if I would have been happy that if it were in a language that were familiar. I don't know how I would have felt about that either way. Okay. Well, I don't like that.
It is deep and it is ancient.
Yeah. Well, how about I flip a coin? Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin in my pocket.
In your pocket.
I have coins. Like, I'm gonna pull one out. I'm gonna flip it.
So you're not gonna flip it in your pocket?
No. I common misconception. I understand. Okay. To the right.
Okay, to the right we go. Shadows, as you step out into this hall, and you hear the chanting, it is strangely familiar. It's not a language that you know or recognize. It just feels familiar.
Shadows, you coming?
Yeah. And I'm just going to shove past all of you so I can get to the front.
I'm going to make sure Kortig is dragging her feet behind us.
Okay.
But still coming.
So
I am coming. I am not afraid. Be crazy to be afraid.
As tears are streaming down your face.
And there's this, like,
music.
haunting.
I'm gonna pull out my
It's not a good song.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier. Kept thinking of scimitar. Rapier. I'm gonna have it out. Rapier.
Okay. So as you continue down the hall, it comes to another split. And this one is a 4-way split with one of the splits being behind you.
Okay. So, like, path ahead, path to the left and right.
Yeah.
And then the path from.
Yeah.
Just like peeking around I'll kind of shine my torch in.
Is there a way that I could possibly hear where it's coming from to determine which path?
The chanting? Yeah, roll me a perception.
Perception. Nice. 10.
Yeah, you're not really sure, just from all the echoes and the way it bounces off the walls, almost like it's been crafted in these hallways to transmit this sound. You aren't exactly sure where this is coming from.
Alright. Well, in this new child's confidence that has been bestowed upon myself, I'm going to just march to the left. Because I know where I'm going. So I'm going to start marching down the left hallway.
Down the left hallway you go.
Rose, is this a good idea? I do not. Where are you going?
Of course it is.
Okay.
And you come
sister.
to 2 sealed doors.
Do they say anything?
The doors?
Yeah, or like do they have any
Any
markings?
Let me
I'm guessing that doors. This seems like kind of cryptish. I'm just guessing. All stony and.
Yeah, I
gross
mean,
and
you're
dark and
guessing.
damp. Plus, I'm gonna keep something to myself because I don't remember if you told us this or if it's meta knowledge from me having done this before. So I'm gonna just assume that we don't know it.
Oh.
Yes.
Let me check something. Yes. So you hunk down here, and these doors are heavy stone. And etched in them are the names Gustav Durst and Elizabeth Durst.
I'll turn to Shadows and ask if Rose knows who these people are.
Rose, do these names seem familiar to you? Are they your parents?
Are you asking out loud?
Yeah, to Rose.
Yeah, you're asking. Oh, okay. That's a very big question to ask a little girl.
They nod. She
no.
says yes.
Okay.
Well, it looks like
Fine.
their parents are down here.
Hey, well, that's good news. That means we know where we're going, kind of.
But they wouldn't be in there.
Why not?
Because they aren't dead.
Oh.
Well, let's
right
go inside.
That's.
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm gonna walk to the other side. I'm gonna walk back to the right, to the right corridor that we didn't take.
Okay.
So not turning to the right, but just straight opposite.
Okay. And on that side as well, there's also 2 slabs, 2 stone doors.
Do they have the children's names on them?
They do.
Yes. Okay.
Oh wait, we have their bodies, don't we? Wrapped up.
Mm-hmm.
The one has Rose's name, and the one has Thorn's name. And you learn actually that their full name is Rosavalda and Thornbolt.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of holler. I'm gonna step back into the main hallway and say, well, there's nothing over this way. Shadows, can I borrow your pack?
Do I notice that she's being weird? And asking.
I'll make a
deception
check. All right, 13 is your DC.
What's your passive perception?
12.
Kortig. Yeah, so you aren't gonna notice that she's being weird. You're too taken with mommy and daddy's crypts.
Okay.
I'll slowly start walking. The other crypt.
Okay.
Marlow is.
I'm standing in the central hallway. And I'm asking for your pack.
Why?
Because I think I put some snacks in there earlier, and this seems like a good time to.
Oh, I definitely want a snack. Can I have a snack?
Does she deceive me?
I mean, you can check.
So I'm just going to take off the backpack.
Okay.
And just.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
Quick question, just for clarification for 5e rules that I don't know. Does passive perception go to insight? That's what it's called in 5th edition?
No, it goes to perception. So your whether or not you notice things.
Okay, so
but you can also have, so there are other passive skills. So every skill has a passive skill. And it's calculated the exact same way that passive perception is.
Got it. Okay, cool. I was just curious.
Yep.
Okay, so when Shadows hands me the pack, I'm gonna kind of dig through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for snacks. I'm gonna find her rations, and I'll Or I'm going to try to. I mean, I'm assuming she hasn't, like, hidden them very secretly in your back. But
just looking over at you like...
Okay, I will pull out the rations and kind of spread them out. And I'm also going to try and detach the blanket that had the bones wrapped up.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. That's a 19.
Okay.
Ooh.
You detach the blanket.
Okay. I'm gonna try and wait for them. I mean, Kortig wanted a snack, so I'm gonna see if I can get Rose and Thorn / Shadows and Kortig to start chowing down.
Okay.
But that is up to you guys.
All right.
But I'm just gonna kind of hang for a second.
Shadows, you eat first. I'll keep watch because we are in a crypt, which is where a monster is supposed to be. So even if we want snack, we should have at least one person keep watch. Yes.
You know if you...
Your sound cut out.
Yeah, I can't hear you at all.
Is that better?
Yeah, just say what you said again.
You know that if you don't eat, you need to eat. So let's eat. Fine.
Tori, will you switch us servers?
Sure.
Thank you. Perfect. Let's see if that's better. And Erica, bring your mic closer to your mouth.
It sounds like more of a connection issue than a
Yeah.
mic issue.
That's why I tried the servers.
Cool.
So, Shadows, did you ask Kortig to eat with you?
Yes. Because you know you'll get grumpy if you don't eat.
I'm planning on eating, and you won't have to call me grumpy.
See?
Okay.
On the back, shoulder, just come on over to...
Marlow, you keep watch while we have snack. Very small snack, very quick.
Okay, I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing else over this way. I'll just be 1 second, and I'm gonna try and duck back down that passage with the kids' crypts.
Okay. Stealth?
I mean, I think I'm fine with them seeing me go.
Okay.
I told them, like, I'm gonna check on one
Okay.
quick thing over here. So is now can I test the doors? Can I see if they open or anything?
Yeah. So you lean against the doors. Roll me an athletics check.
Oh, I might actually. I am proficient in this. Look at that. Okay, 17.
Which one are you trying first?
I'll do the. So if I'm in the hall, I'll do the one to the right, whichever one that is. I'll do Rose's first.
Okay. So you do Roses, and you're pushing and leaning against the slab, and it's pretty heavy, but you do eventually feel it give way. And it kicks up some dust and slides across, and opens up. And there's like a little tread in the ground where it can run. And it's like cut into it.
Yeah. So is it empty?
It has a coffin in it.
Perfect.
That is closed.
Can I open the coffin?
You can't open the coffin.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
You open the coffin.
Okay.
And it eeks a little bit as you open it, but there's nothing inside.
Okay. All right. I will unload. Let's see. Shadow's blanket had Rose's bones.
Yes.
So I will carefully unwrap the blanket and just gently kind of slide the bones into the coffin.
Okay.
And shut it.
Okay. And as you shut it, nothing seems to happen.
Okay. I will go out of this creepy room and try and get the door to close.
Okay. And it's much easier to shut than it is to open, because of that little slidey tread thing. And as the door shuts, Shadows, you feel the essence and presence of Rosvalda leave you.
I'm gonna
sit there in silence.
I'm gonna try and do the same thing with Thorns before heading back over.
Is this like an abnormally long time that she's gone? Like if she said she was just gonna look and now she's been gone for a minute and my ration I've basically inhaled.
She's been gone for a little while, yeah.
Marlow, we should check on Marlow. Let's go. Maybe say hello. Make sure everything is okay.
Yeah, do I hear them chatting in the little hallway?
Yeah, so you can hear that they've finished their rations.
Okay.
Shadows, make me a
insight?
Yeah, insight check.
Let's do insight.
That's off your wisdom.
Oh yeah. I'm like, I can't find insight.
It's on your front page.
Okay. So it's whatever I roll plus the big number?
Yes.
24.
Wow,
24.
that's impressive. Okay. So you're pretty dang sure that whatever Marlow's been doing got rid of that little spirit that was running around in your body.
Oh, my head hurts. So my
suspicious.
Right? I think she's gone. I think Rose is gone.
Wait, what?
Marlow has my backpack.
Can I put the 2 and 2 together?
I only have your blanket, to be
She
fair.
only has your blanket, and you don't really realize that.
Okay.
I mean, you can look and probably realize now.
She took the bones. She took my blanket.
Wait, she took Rosie's bones, and now Rose is gone. She's not talking to you?
Rose isn't here.
Marlow?
Where did she go?
I'm gonna go after Marlow.
Okay. Marlow, make me an athletics check.
Okay, what am I in the middle of doing when I hear
You're
them?
in the middle of like tugging on this next door.
Okay, I will stop and I will walk like in the direction that I anticipate Kortig is like coming.
Okay.
Hey, what do you need something? Something happened?
Where's my blanket?
Right here. Sorry, it was loose, so.
There were bones in there.
Can I do an insight check on her?
Sure.
I don't know how necessary insight checks are. Yeah, it's super low. It's a 3.
I mean, there's a
you
blanket.
You can probably tell him like something is weird, but I don't know that you would be able to gather precisely what it is I'm doing.
Where is the Rose?
Where are the bones? They were in.
What do you mean? Where's Rose?
Rose is gone. She was.
Huh.
Me.
Okay. Hang on a second. I'm gonna kind of try and take Shadows aside. Kortig, you keep watch just for 1 second. I heard some weird noises in this corridor, so.
How weird are we talking about? I'm just gonna grip my battle axe on the fighter.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pull Shadows aside. And I'm gonna say we're putting them to rest. Remember?
Where are the boys' bones?
I am trying to get them into his crypt, but I figured it might be kind of freaky for a kid to see their own crypt.
I mean, I guess so. So, Do you want to put the bones back and me distract Kortig, or do you want me to do it?
Whatever you... I mean, it takes some muscle to wedge the door open, so...
I am absolutely sick of her crying, so I will do it.
Okay, fine. Hey, Kortig.
Yes?
You want to come out here for a second?
Okay.
I'll hand my pack to Shadows. And can I don't know if this is it's fine if the answer is no, but could I maybe kind of give Shadows some like insight into how the door like moves to possibly, I don't know, help make it a little easier for her, because I don't have a lot of faith that she'll be able to muscle this door open, but she might surprise me. Who knows?
You could have told her beforehand, but I mean, really, it's just you scoot the door one way. I mean,
all right. Well, good luck.
Goodbye.
Where are we going, Marlow?
Well, I didn't have a snack yet, so.
Oh, yes, you should have snack. I will watch out for you all here. But where is Shadows going?
Well, she's kind of more into the magic-y stuff, you know. So I thought she could maybe tell what those sounds were.
Wait, she's going to investigate sounds all by herself? That sounds dangerous.
No. Like you were keeping watch in the corridor just now. Remember how I told you there were weird sounds?
Oh, yes. But I have a question for you. Where is Rose? Thorn is very distraught about it. He wants to know where she is.
I don't know. I haven't talked to her. Last I checked, she was with Shadows, so...
But you went away, and then Rose went away, so she's not inside of you or anything?
No. She's maybe playing hide and seek. You know, kids do that kind of thing. Ask Thorn if he ever played hide and seek.
Thorn, have you ever played this game called hide and seek? It's where one person goes and they hide themselves, and the other person tries to hunt them.
Hunt?
That's a little harsh.
No, it's like training for when you are big and strong and you need to get your prey.
Where's Rose?
Well, there's a little peek into Kortig's childhood, everyone.
Where's Rose?
No. It's okay.
Rose is gone.
What do you mean Rose is gone?
Where's Rose? She's never left before.
Oh God, I'm gonna cry. Okay. Oh, no, Thorn, listen to me. Listen to me. We will find your sister. Yes, there is nothing to be afraid of. Big Auntie Kortig is here. She's very strong. You see all my muscles and my big shield and my big axe. There is nothing for you to be afraid of. See, it's very good. You are a strong boy. You know what we can do? You and me, we can find Rose. We will go find her and make sure everything is okay. Because you're big and tall, yes? Big, strong?
Shadows, how's that magic stuff going?
Fine.
Roll me an athletics check, Shadow.
Fine.
Okay.
This inspires me with confidence.
16.
Ooh.
So yes, you managed to trundle this door open. It's tough. It's tough, but you know, you rip a few cobwebs in the process. And inside is a coffin.
I'm gonna pull out the coffin and open it to put the bones inside.
And it's empty, and you can put the bones inside and close it again.
Alright. I'm gonna gently put the bones inside the door.
I'm trying to distract Kortig / Thorn by telling her one of my, I don't know, a story of a time when I was on a ship doing things.
Roll me perform.
You're afraid?
And tell me your story.
The time I caught a really huge tuna.
And see, Captain Marlow was afraid of the tuna, and then she was strong, and she hunted the
Nat
tuna.
20.
Yeah.
Girl.
So there.
This is a true story. I'm not even lying. I'm not telling the tuna story. That's lame. I'm telling her something really cool. Oh, I know. I'm going to tell her a story specifically about my mentor, my former captain, because she's a cool half-orc also. So, yeah, something having to do with that.
Sick.
Okay, so you tell Thorn and Kortig this story about your mentor who is a half-orc. And your half-orc mentor, what was her name again?
I knew you were going to ask me. I know I have it. Just continue on. I'll find her name in 1 second.
She was this half-orc, and she had a boat. And now I'm just rattling off facts, but I'll get to the story here shortly. But she once sailed this boat out.
Got it. I got it. Okay, sorry to interrupt. Her name is Rita. And Rita Nightshade. And her ship was called the Black Dragon.
She had this boat named the Black Dragon. And she would sail her boat up and down the Sword Coast, pillaging and plundering, because she was in fact a pirate. And little Marlow, when she was old enough, she joined up on the crew of the Black Dragon, and learned her ways before she set out on the Rising Dagger. But one of the most famous stories that Rita told was of the night that some of the stars fell. And these stars, they plummeted down from the sky. And this was when Rita was small and she was doing her own. It's not an internship when you're on a boat. What is it?
Apprenticeship?
Yeah, apprenticeship as a young pirate. And she was out swabbing the deck one night, very, very late. The stars were falling, so many shooting stars streaking across, when one massive, massive rock dropped into the water nearby. And with this giant splash, it thundered in and sunk to the bottom of the ocean. And she went and she got her captain, and she told him that she wanted to go find it, because if it fell from the sky, it must be valuable. And if anything, pirates are after anything that is valuable. So they did everything that they could think of. They cast down nets to toll the bottom of the ocean, and they sent down divers, but it was too deep. Some people even died because they couldn't get enough air. And so instead, they marked the spot on a chart. And she said that she still had that chart, and if she ever could, she would go back to that spot and find it. Find the star. And Marlow actually shows her arm, and she has that spot marked on the one star chart on her tattoo. And that's Marlow's story.
That is a Nat 20 story.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's
That
a
was
real
awesome.
good story.
And the little boy is listening to the story through Kortig's ears, and then as Shadows slides the door shut, he fades, and Kortig feels his presence as he's laid to rest.
Oh man, she is going to stand up and spin around with like her axe all branded. She's like, "What happened? Where did he go? Thorn? Thorn? Thorn, where are you?"
He's been put to rest.
She's gonna turn and look at you. He has been what?
He's passed on.
What? I did not. How?
We buried his bones.
But I did not get to say goodbye to him.
Marlowe's not gonna respond. Her face, she kind of did the like. She's just not gonna say anything.
He was scared little boy, and he needed to know where he was going, and he was probably afraid, and we could have made him feel better about where he was going, and that it wouldn't hurt.
Or we could have.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, or we could have traumatized him by showing him his own grave.
Well, I could have just talked to him right here. Like, you tell him nice story, and I make sure that he's, like, at least could say goodbye. He's just a small boy.
Well, Marlowe will kind of get up and brush herself off and say, well, it's too late now, so let's move on. And I'm assuming, Shadows, you are back now.
Did I witness any of the encounter?
Mm-hmm. You come back in, and Kortig's almost on the verge of tears.
I'm gonna walk up to Kortig, slightly up, at your shoulder. It was a thought of happening.
It's fine. It's fine. We go.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Shadows this look. All right. Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way back to the attic staircase.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but Marlowe will be quiet. Well, not that she was talking a lot, but she senses there's just sort of this, like, this, like, pall over the party now. Just kind of like, when something really awkward has happened and everyone is slightly upset.
I totally get it.
So you're just like, okay.
Heavy air.
Anyway, moving on. Let's not die. Back to the stairs.
Okay. So you return back to the stairwell.
And it's still there. Nothing weird has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you have your torch now, right?
Uh-huh.
And are you going back up the stairs?
Wait.
Okay.
Can we at least put the mother to rest so she can see her baby again?
Do we even know where her body is?
Do we know where her body is?
She said it was in the basement.
Oh, she said her body was already in the basement.
We just look around for just a little bit.
I mean, can't hurt.
It could hurt a lot, actually. As in, we could run into whoever these weirdo chanters are, and whatever this monster thing is. I would prefer to do the method that definitely won't hurt, which is leave.
But Marlow, we be quiet as mouse, yes?
You
really
are not. There's no such thing as quiet as a mouse for you.
But the mother needs to see her little child again. You take
Fine.
little boy from me without saying goodbye.
Fine, but if this turns south,
thing, please.
If this turns south, I'm leaving.
You go first if you want. I'll scout it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go first.
Marlow, I will take very good care of you. I will do everything I can to protect you. There will be no danger to you. I will take all the danger, and it will be mine.
I can take care of myself, but thanks.
Okay. Thank you.
Emily, I really love you. Okay, back in character. I'm mad at you guys.
I'm just impartial and I'm.
Okay, Shadows is leading the way.
Okay. Where haven't we explored?
Okay, so if you're back by the stairs, you can return back down and go past the crypts, but straight this time. Or you can go left from the stairs instead of going right.
I'm gonna go straight.
Okay, so back down past the crypts and straight instead.
Mm-hmm.
So you enter into this area, and the stench of rot is quite strong. It has a long table, and around the table are bodies. It looks like it was once maybe some sort of dining hall.
A
But-
dining hall with like human bodies?
Yeah, it looks like they were all eating here and then something happened.
Okay, so the bodies were not a meal.
How fresh do these bodies look?
They're rotten. I mean that's what's smelling.
Do they? I guess do they have any definable features still, or are they like real desiccated?
They wear dark robes.
Like weird, like ceremonial robes.
Yeah, that would be
They kind of give me like a weird kind of culty vibe, perhaps.
Yeah, like
yeah. Okay.
Is the music stronger in this room?
Not particularly. It just seems to echo through here like it does everywhere else.
Okay, good to know.
What were they eating? Or is there anything still on the table?
It mostly has just rotted. I can see some bones of some animal.
Got it.
The body's so decayed that we.
Say that again.
Are the bodies so decayed that we can see if they were attacked by something?
You can't tell. I mean, it's mostly bones and like mummified flesh.
Let's keep moving, I suggest.
I have theory.
I'm sure we're all dying to hear it.
Oh, I am so glad you are excited to hear what I have to say to you. I was just thinking that maybe Monster was just how you say this word? Fabrication by parents to keep them upstairs while they did very scary, dark magic down here. Like rituals.
Dork magic. That's possible.
Maybe we will run into no monster, yes?
Okay.
Where to next, Shadows?
Is that a staircase going up?
No, that's a wall.
Is there? But there's another staircase.
Yeah.
Isn't there? That's not
to
wall.
the bottom right.
Oh, down here?
Oh, there are lots of staircases. Are those down or up?
Those go downward.
Some stairs. Let's start going this way. So I'm gonna walk through and start going down those stairs.
Which ones? The ones at
One's at the top.
at the top. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go along those, and you can continue going downward, or like down the stairs, or kind of shoot down to the bottom of the other stairs.
Out of her curiosity, she wants to go all the way down to the.
Okay, down to the other stairs.
Mhm.
And it goes down to
the deeper ones.
Yep.
Good.
keeps going down to some stairs.
Well, there's the stairs.
And Marlow, you notice carved on the walls are seagulls. Of all things.
Just like here in this spot.
Yes, and they actually go upward and out of this area.
Farther down the stairs, or like out of the
Yeah,
stairs?
so they are leading like not going down deeper into these stairs, but coming up and out of the stairwell.
Okay.
But you notice that specifically because it's something you would notice. Shadows, as you continue downstairs. Wait. Comes out here. And some more stairs. Which comes into this room. Which the ghostly chants begin to get louder here. And the reverberations are clearly coming from these halls. And Shadows, the mark on your forehead begins to ache.
Are you Harry Potter? Is that where the story is going? What? Just kidding. Sorry to derail. That was very dramatic.
That was very funny.
I loved it.
Well, the sounds are getting louder.
Yeah, I'm
Does
not
anyone
sure
else
that's a good thing.
feel weird?
No, are you all right, Shadows? Do we need to take some break? You need another ration, perhaps? Some water or some ale?
Maybe some water,
You have ale?
I am half-orc, please. Of course I have ale.
Marlow will hold out her hand.
I
ask for a swig.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, she'll just take a quick
I just snatch it in your hands and drink right out of it. Hand it back.
Oh, careful, that is only ale that I have left, please.
Okay. If you make it out of this alive, I'll buy you more.
Thank you. I will very much appreciate the drink after this.
Do I see any more seagulls? Did I see any more as we went down the stairs, or now that we're down here on this level?
Not that stand out.
Okay.
Is there anything else about this room? Is there just kind of an empty large door?
Yeah, these look like there's little pockets in the wall. What are in
Yeah.
those?
It's like
A bunch of skeletons, and they all pop out and attack us.
You. Yeah, as you. Are you
Yeah?
walking around to, like, go, like, look at the little things in the pockets?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
I'm looking at everything.
Okay, so you begin to walk around the room. Like, you were up in the staircase when, you could actually hear the chanting get louder. And Shadow's head began to, like, ache and hurt and pound. And as you enter this room and begin to walk about, you realize that the voices are, like, deep and chanting, and they are actually saying something. And they're saying, it is ancient, it is the way. It is ancient, it is the way.
Well, I don't like that.
And as you go around the room, you see that there are many, like, little, like, things in these little alcoves, as if this group of people have, like, collected all of these objects. And I'll just read you what there is as you go around the room. There's a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope. There's a knife carved from bone. There's a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel. There's an 8-inch diameter varnished orb made from some creature's eye.
Big eye.
There's something else carved from bone. There's a folded cloak made from skin. There's a desiccated frog lashed to a stick. There's a bag filled with something. I'm taking it that you aren't touching these things yet.
No.
Not yet.
There's a severed finger. There's a 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a mummy. Its arms are crossed over its chest. There's an iron pendant adorned with a devil's face. There's a shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling. And there's a small wooden coffer.
I mean, none of those are super great.
Shadows is a curious creature. So she kind of more closely inspects things, but is drawn the bag.
Okay.
So I want to know what's inside.
Okay. So you pick it up?
I pick it up and I try to look inside.
Okay, so you pick it up and you look inside and you it's kind of squishy. And roll me a knowledge nature check.
Okay, that is a 17.
You're pretty sure that that's bat guano. So bat turds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, curiosity doesn't always be fruitful, so I just put it up, put it back, and move on.
Are there any exits from this room?
Yeah, so there are 2.
Those 2 passageways.
Yep. And one kind of, like, slopes down into what looks like water.
Well, That's gonna be a no from me.
Yeah, hard pass.
I don't like water.
I'm gonna kind of nod down the other hallway and say, well, I don't see any bones around here, so we should probably keep moving.
Let's go then. Shadows, did you want to lead or did you want me to lead? Because I can do either one that you want.
Okay. You protect.
All right.
Okay.
And the chanting grows louder.
Of course it does.
As you're creeping down this hall.
At those little crosses there with the little weird like hand things coming off the walls. What's that?
I'm about to tell you
what is that?
What that
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Cool.
So
it is not Kortig's favorite thing.
This little area here, as you continue down this hall here, it looks like a prison. And there are shackles lining the walls. And there are several remains of various people here. And the prisoners here are clearly long dead, long gone, and the rusty shackles are all that remains along with their skeletons.
I don't get
Shadows
any sort of like... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, Shadows doesn't see anything of interest.
Okay, so Shadows continues down the hall. Shadows, what's your passive perception?
So
that's 10 plus your perception modifier, whatever you would add to a perception check.
Okay, so as you're walking along, you're glancing around, and being the curious creature that you are, you notice a few things. You notice that on one of the prisoners that's strung up is a book.
Did you say one of the prisoners is a book?
Yes.
Has a book.
Oh, has a book. Okay.
Like a small little notebook. You also notice that, well, we'll get to that. You notice that there's a book.
I want the book.
Additionally, you notice that to the back of this long cell here, you know, the ones that are kind of facing this way rather than this way, on the one wall, there's a mark of an X, of a red X. And one of the prisoners there is wearing some robes that look rather like the robes of the people upstairs. But he's a prisoner here.
Am I the only one that noticed?
You're the only one that notices the book and the X. Everyone notices the guy with the robes.
Is the cell door unlocked, or do I need to somehow break it open?
The doors, they don't have doors. They're just shackled.
Okay, so there's a... Alright. Shadows intrigued, so I nonchalantly am gonna walk over take a look at the book and try to get it down so I can take it and read it.
Okay, so make me a perception or investigation check as you're over there.
Let's do perception. 21.
Okay, so as you're over there, you're looking, you're taking the book and you're kind of looking this skeleton up and down, and you realize that actually the manacles are unlocked. And as you pull out the book, nothing weird happens, but you pull out the book, and imprinted on the cover is a seagull. Just like on the wall of the stairway, and just like on Marlow's tattoos.
So, was I there for the story where I saw?
What?
Was I there when she had her story? And
no.
Well, I was talking about the star chart tattoo also.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Not the seagull one. But
Okay.
I have seagulls on my arm also.
Yeah, they're always kind of on display.
Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna take the book, looking at it, and I want to walk over to Marlow. It's like, hey, tattoo.
You just pointing to the seagull?
Yeah. Just kind of like coincidence.
Yeah, I don't think so. And Marlow will kind of take it out of Shadow's hands. Not like rudely, just sort of like very like, what the and try and like thumb through it, see what's in it.
And you're looking through this, and you notice that it's filled with like weird symbols, weird writings, star charts. Some of it's in common, some of it's in different languages that you wouldn't even say like are recognizable like from this world. And you don't have enough time to like really get into it or really study it, but you flip to the last page, and the last page is in common. And you're looking down through it, and you're realizing that it's written from the point of view of a prisoner, and it has the lyrics of what we would call a Nirvana song. But it's
Just
For those who don't know, what is that?
Marlow's
Nirvana.
Oh, I thought you said something else. I was like, what's Carvana?
No, Nirvana.
Whoa. Hold up, we've stopped the stream right now to explain what Nirvana is.
I know what Nirvana is. I thought you said something else.
But it has a little bit of how he's been taken captured, and how one of his favorite songs is this song, and he quotes it, and he says, "If I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to keep," or something like that. And you're not familiar with the reference. It's not something that you've heard before. But it cuts off like as he's writing it, and you're not sure if that's because like he was about to be found out or what. But and the ink's a bit smudged as if he closed the book quickly. But
okay.
Yeah.
I'll read this last page aloud to the others. Anyone heard this song before?
No. I do not think so. Should I?
Go ahead, Kortig.
No, should I have heard this song?
I've never heard of it. Tasha, flipping through this book, I know I don't have time to like pour over it, but did I notice any thieves' cant in it?
You do. You notice little clips here and there. It seems almost like an insane man's ramblings. If it weren't for those blips, and the fact that you do believe that there's some code here.
Okay. I'll kind of hold the book up to Shadows and I'll say, cool if I hold on to this?
Just as long as you give it back.
Yeah, I'll give your book back. I'll put it in my pack.
Technically speaking, and I mean, I'm not to be a technical person, but it kind of belongs to dead person.
Exactly, dead.
Oh.
Speaking of dead, aren't we trying to find someone who is dead who we're putting to rest?
Yes, I've been looking for the pelvis of woman who has given birth before.
Gross.
I hate that I said that so much.
True. Gross.
That is what I am looking for.
Well, any success on that? Or are we still looking?
Not so far.
What
Have I
about
seen that? In fact, that's what I'm specifically keeping my eye out for.
Okay.
Okay.
X on the wall.
Okay, so Shadows creeps over to the X on the wall. And this is over by the guy in the dark robes, or the skeleton in the dark robes. And as she's looking around the wall, she finds a secret passageway. Well, something that can be popped out, a tile that can be popped out by this X.
Well, okay then. Good find.
And as she grows closer to it, her head becomes splintering with pain.
Anybody else?
Are you okay, little one?
Fine. Please open it. Please find it, but please.
You want us to open it?
I want to see what's inside.
Okay.
Just don't have the strength to open it.
Okay.
All right. You stay with her. I'll make sure nothing big and scary leaps out at us. Okay? Okay. I go and open this thing.
Okay. You open the panel. And as you open the panel, the chanting falls silent.
I do not like that. Okay. What is behind this panel?
And you
that
peer
does not
down
look like what we're looking for
into a room. It is a 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. Featureless stone pillars support the ceilings, and breach in the west wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above the stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous descriptions of gasping ghouls, and it is stained with dry blood. Above the altar hangs a body.
What sort of pelvis does this body have?
The pelvis is indeed a childbearing pelvis.
You can tell that from like 40 feet away.
It is
I'm
very
gonna need a
distinct,
perception
I
check.
would know a
honestly.
pelvis.
I'm just giving it to her because that is so
Anyway.
weirdly specific.
I used to watch a lot of Bones. Okay.
All right.
That was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
Kortig thinks that this body is that woman's body.
Yes, I say, oh, it is her. It is the mother. Yes. Let us go get this body. The music is gone. It is obviously fine now.
Marlow is 100% confused why Kortig is so positive that this is the body, since it's hanging in the air like 30 feet away. But she will tentatively step into the room with her rapier out.
So you said it's a panel and we're looking down. Do I have to like crawl through the panel and like drop 30 feet to the ground? Like what? How? What?
It's not like a drop. It's like you're like crawling out and stepping down to this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will crawl out and step down.
Okay, so you crawl out and step down onto the platform.
Did Shadow's headache stop when the music stopped?
No, it is still going.
Shadows, are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just try to pretend it's not happening. Because I want to know what's down here. Even though I'm starting to just like get slightly disoriented from pain. I'm gonna crawl through it.
Okay.
I'll bring up the rear, I guess.
Okay, so all of you enter into the room, and it's still quiet. And you can see that the water that surrounds this dais is about 2 feet deep. The ledges are about 5 feet high, and the central dais is about the same height as well. Although the
How high up is the body?
The body, so the body hangs above the altar by about, let me do some quick math here, like 4 feet, 3 feet.
Oh, so we could reach it.
Yeah, you'd have to get up onto the dais and, but it's above the altar. It's hanging above the altar.
Okay.
I'll tell Kortig, well, go grab it, I guess. Let's get out of here.
All right, I will go quickly. You take care of Shadows. Make sure nothing happens to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll hurry over.
Okay, so you're wading out into the water?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep an eye, like a
How
kind of an
deep does
overwatch.
this
I'm
water
going to keep an
look?
eye on
2 feet.
everything else.
Okay, right. Okay, yes. I'm not afraid of 2 feet of water. Yes, we'll walk out like the foolish half-orc I am.
Okay, so Kortig goes tromping out
my
into
eyes
this
are
water.
peeled for whatever, any movement or anything hinky going on.
And then tromping up onto this dais. And she leans over the altar to be grabbing at this dangly body. And as she does, she notices that laid into the altar, kind of cracked with the old blood, and set into the altar is a knife. And this knife is made of black stone. And it is very, very recognizable to Kortig. And very familiar. But as she does this, the chanting rises once more. as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it. Where you'd expect to see faces are voids. One must die, they chant over and over. One must die, one must die. And the chanting continues.
So, but they...
Wait, real quick. So, how many figures appeared?
13.
13. Like, around the like on the platforms that, or the, like the ledge we're on?
Yeah.
Okay, just like all around,
Yeah.
basically. Okay. How close is the closest one to me and Shadows?
They're like kind of right next to you.
Oh. Hey there.
Like hovering.
Okay, I'm gonna back up like against the wall, so at least kind of one side of me is sort of covered. I'll like back up with Shadows if she's going to come with me. You're just gonna stand there?
Just stand there. Yep.
Okay, well, I'm gonna back up then.
One must die. One must die. One must die.
So Kortig doesn't like that at all.
Chat wants us to
And
vote on who should die.
Oh, no!
Brutal.
Should I put up a poll? Who should die?
This is gonna be the fan favorite. We'll see who.
Oh no, let's not do that. So Kortig doesn't like this at all. Not okay with any of it. So she is going to act immediately, and she's like, "Okay, we have to get out of here. My purpose is leaving." So she's going to grab the knife and just try and slash the body down, like just one quick movement.
Okay, make me a...
Yeah, I saw this coming.
I don't know. Basic attack. What is it? Strength, whatever. Attack with the dagger.
Sure. 18.
Okay, so you just slash, and this dagger cuts right through that, like, body and chain, like butter. I mean,
Yeah.
it just goes, and the body clatters onto the altar. And
can I do like some sort of reflex save to catch it? Dexterity check?
Yes, you may. Dex saving throw.
3. Coming in strong, you guys.
Okay, so no, you don't catch it. The body drops to the altar and pieces begin to, roll about and drop into the water.
No.
Everyone roll me initiative.
Yeah. This die is not treating me well. I'm swapping away from it.
Oh.
Kortig has a 3.
I got 13.
I got 20.
Also, I'm gonna eat pizza, and I'm not sorry.
You shouldn't be. Pizza.
I didn't have dinner before this, so.
Me either. I'm starving. What was I thinking?
Sorry, then that I'm gonna make you.
I have leftover pasta.
Okay.
I'm far away.
So, who hit the 20? Okay, Shadows, you are first. One must die.
Yeah.
One must die.
I want to try and see if I could talk to one of them. Or if they're just gonna nonstop chant and not listen.
Okay.
I'm just gonna turn right in front of one of them and just kind of, hello? See if I can talk to it.
Roll me a diplomacy check. Or a persuasion. Because we're in 5e, guys.
I got another 20.
You got a nat 20?
No, I got a 17, but...
Oh. You got a dirty 20.
I got a dirty 20.
So you're like talking to this shadowy figure thing, and it just keeps chanting with this voidless face. One must die, one must die, one must die. And the echoes keep reverberating off of these walls and out into what you assume must be the entire basement of the house.
Well, that was fruitful.
Tori, now that you've just munched your face.
That's okay. Marlowe's turn is going to be really easy. She's just going to shout, okay, time to go. And she's going to position herself next to the little crawl space.
Okay.
She's not going to go in yet, but she's going to stand there and ready her rapier for any of these dudes that come approaching her.
Okay.
I'm not waiting for you guys. That's my turn.
Okay.
Just one moment. I will be so fast.
Kortig.
Kortig's gonna gather up these bones as quick as she can. Is that one action, or do I have can I grab and go?
So you are going to take a couple of rounds to gather up these bones.
Can I spread out I don't know, a blanket or a cloak or something, and just throw it in there and just pinch it? This is my ultimate goal in this, through these rounds, is do that so I can grab it up in a makeshift bag and just run with this bag.
Yes, just open up your knapsack and just start shoving.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, great.
Not ideal. Just 1 minute. I'll be so quick.
So down here, where this trash pile is, you see the trash pile begin to move.
Huh.
And out of it, this dark shape begins to take form and coalesce.
Okay.
And a giant, what looks like hound, appears.
Pretty sure this is the monster the kids are talking about.
Its ghostly, ghastly form, the mists kind of trail off of it and down its spine, and it begins to kind of just hunker out of its cave. And the pieces of trash and refuse stick to it. And it begins to creep towards Kortig as she is quickly collecting all of these bones and shoving them as rapidly as she can.
Yes. Okay.
Are you taking the knife with you, by the way?
Oh, yeah. This is mine. Okay. Whose turn?
Shadows. One must die. One must die. One must die.
I'm gonna try and shout over the chanting and make sure Kortig sees this giant figure that's coming up. Kortig! Shouting her name over and over again, trying to get her to be distracted from the bone she's trying to pick up and just look.
I will be just 1 more minute. Just real quick.
Monster!
No, monster is figment, remember?
No.
It's fine. I'll be super fast. They're just spooky. They're just scary people. Just very scary people. It's fine.
You will die.
One must die. One must die.
She's just
there's our one.
irritated with her.
I'm just joking.
Fine.
I'm gonna run towards her and help her.
Okay, through the water?
Yeah. I hate water, but I just don't want her to die.
You know what I hate? I hate it when DMs ask questions like that. They're like, you want to go walk across the bridge? All at the same time.
Sure about that.
Okay, so Shadows goes splashing in through the water and up onto the dais, and the chanting gets louder. One must die! One must die! One must die! And Marlow.
Man. I think Marlowe's just gonna. She's gonna just hesitate. She's like torn. She is like inches from just crawling through this crawl space, but there's like a little tiny little baby little voice that's saying like, "Go help him." So mechanically, I'm doing nothing. Internally, I'm like, ah.
Okay.
We sang a chanty together.
So, yeah. Actually, okay, not mechanically. I will hesitate. I will start heading. I'll like duck into the crawl space, and then I'll just, damn it, and I'll turn and I'll use my rogue bonus action to dash down there and start gathering up these freaking bones.
You are good, Captain.
Okay. And Kortig.
Yeah, Kortig's gathering bones. How much longer does it look like I have on these bones?
It looks like with Marlow's help, you're gonna have another round.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, when Marlow comes over and joins, I figure this has to be serious, so I'm gonna look up towards the monster that Shadows was pointed out. And she's not gonna like that. So she's gonna position herself between the monster and Marlow and Shadows. So that they're I'm still picking up bones and things, but I wanna be between them and this freaky ass beast.
Okay.
What is it? What is that thing? What kind of knowledge can I roll on this sucker?
Technically, you cannot. This is gonna be really annoying. But if you're using your action to pick up bones, you cannot use an action to make a check. Yes.
Okay.
You're too busy.
So I can't think while I do things. That makes sense for Kortig.
So you're just picking up bones.
Okay, cool.
But you maneuver yourself to put your body between whatever.
Sick.
Okay, and the beastie. The beastie clambers up, and it's kind of dripping with, sludge and slime, but it is, clearly an actual form, even though it has these tendrils of smoke that wisp off of it. And it steps up with these massive paws onto the dais and snaps at Kortig.
Okay. Come at me. Oh crap, I need to know my armor class. Okay, I got it.
Do. Does a 15 hit you?
It does not.
Okay, very good. And then it attacks again. This one does hit you.
Okay.
Because it's a nat 20.
Oofta. Okay.
For which I apologize in advance.
It's alright, it happens.
It does.
You missed a perfect opportunity to say crit happens.
Crit happens.
It does 24 points of damage.
Okay.
As it just claws into you and drags its claws down your back. as you're picking up bones.
Okay, you said 24?
Yes.
Okay. Kortig is at a grand 5. Oh, do you not talk about health in your game?
That's up to you.
Okay, cool.
She's
She
looking
doesn't look
really
great.
wounded.
Yep, she doesn't look great. Okay.
Okay. Shadows.
What I do?
Attacking is good. Or running, or, whatever you choose to do.
I am thinking first strike. See if I can find a weakness in this monster's territory. So I am going to cast strike.
Okay, so True Strike means that you hit next turn?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Marlow.
Bones. Do I got them all yet?
You almost have them all. Kortig, if she spends her time picking up bones this turn, will have them all.
Could I possibly make some sort of check to see if I can collect them faster? Like, being more dexterous than Kortig is what my thought is.
To speed up?
Like a sleight of hand, or like, I don't know. I'm just thinking Marlow is probably a bit quicker at this than Kortig. But if you want to say no, that's fine too. I'm just presenting my thought.
I can give you a chance to do so, but if you fail, you will be dropping bones.
Obviously you can't give me the DC, but is it like possible?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'm pretty good at what kind of check am I making, I guess?
Probably an acrobatics is what I would have you doing.
Oh, well, all right, then never mind. I'm not going to go for it.
Because that's dex based.
All right, I'll just pick them up.
Okay. Kortig.
Okay. Is there a full defensive option in this game mode?
There is, yes. They take, I believe, disadvantage to attacking you when you go into defensive.
I'm gonna square off with this thing. I'm gonna go full defensive, and I'll be like, quick, gather them. We will leave as soon as it's done.
Okay. And it continues to attack.
Now, I have another question. In this game, I don't know how the action system works quite well. Can you attack and then go full defensive, or is full defensive like a full round action?
It is. It's kind of like your action, right? So you're defending at that point.
Okay, so you have really one action that you can do in a turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you're using your action surge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're a bonus action
as your fighter thing.
Right. I forgot about that. Cool.
Yeah. But it misses you both times because you are in your defensive stance.
Sick.
Shadows.
Was my true strike fruitful in getting me inside?
Yeah. Well, yes. So if you attack this round, you will hit it, right?
Yeah. Okay. Or
no, you hit it.
Oh, yeah, I hit it.
Yeah, so you just do damage.
Well, you gain advantage.
Or so roll again. I don't know what your spell does. True Strike. In the old ones, you just hit.
Extend your hand, point a finger at target range. Magic grants you a brief insight into defensive on your next turn. On your first.
Gives you advantage.
Yep, so it was 10.
So you rolled twice?
Yep, I got a 4 and then a 10.
Add your attack bonus, though.
Oh, yeah.
What are you attacking with?
Oh, unless you're just using Eldritch Blast.
Oh, yeah, I probably should have mentioned.
And then add your, do you add your spell DC?
No, you add your spell attack bonus.
Which it will be at the top of your page, of your spells.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, it's blank.
It'll be your proficiency bonus and your spellcasting modifier, so charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Charisma plus proficiency. Charisma bonus.
Plus proficiency.
So it should be like a 5 or something.
9. So the proficiency is like that plus.
It should be like +2, I think, at this level.
And is your charisma
So it looks
plus
like
3.
a. Yeah. 3.
So +5 total. To your roll, whatever you just rolled.
So 15.
So 15. Yeah.
Chill. Okay, so that does hit it. Yes. So damage. What do you do for damage? Which is 1d10.
Right here.
1d10? Oofta.
Eldritch Blast is really nice.
Yeah, no kidding.
9.
9
Nice.
points of damage. And the hound's eyes shift to shadows.
Okay.
Okay,
Am I
Kortig.
adjacent to her?
Wait,
Yes.
what about me?
Oh,
Sorry, I'm
sorry,
just questioning.
Marlow.
I was just asking.
Yes, you guys are all up on this little 4-foot or 4 square dais. It's like 20 feet
Okay.
across.
Cool.
Okay. Time to go, I shout as I gather up the last of the bones.
Yes.
And can I use my bonus action to dash away?
Yes, you can, because you are a rogue.
Mm-hmm. See ya.
And so,
Not really, but let's go.
Marlow, trunks down through
I'm
the
running
water
and picking up the last
to
of the bones, like shoving them in the bag.
to the little hole in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess that makes it my turn?
Yes, Kortig.
Okay, cool. So I have this thing called Second Wind, which says bonus action, receive 1d10 plus FL of HP once per rest.
Fighter
is that
level.
Fighter level. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
1d10. 2.
Plus your level.
3. Awesome. And she sees that this thing is eyeball and shadows. So she's going to stay and cinematically, because I already used my action, she's going to yell at it.
Okay. So
Yep.
the hound looks at shadows because shadows actually did damage to it.
Yeah.
And it leaps at her. And
I'm going to impose disadvantage.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you can do that.
Because I'm a protector.
It will still hit.
Damn it. I tried so hard.
You did try so hard. It rolled very well though both times. I need, and it does 16 points of damage.
Yay.
Okay.
That's a lot.
It hits hard. Hits with one claw, and then it hits with another claw.
Well, if I get hit one more time, I die.
Yeah, might be a good time to, I don't know, run away.
GTFO.
I mean, maybe.
Like Marlowe's been saying this whole time, but it's fine. Fine.
One must die. One must die.
Let's run.
Yeah. Get.
Okay, so everyone is scrambling out. And as you run towards the door, the hound takes another slash at Shadows. And
Nice.
what is it to impose protection, Kortig?
It says.
Is that a bonus
impose-
action
It's probably a reaction.
or a
It-
reaction?
I think it is a reaction.
Since that is a new since it's a new round, do you want to do that as it strikes at shadows?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That makes it miss.
Awesome. I like deflect it with my
Yeah,
shield.
so Shadows is running away. It goes to claw at Shadows' back. Kortig puts up her shield, and it scratches the shield instead. And you guys flee out through the little tunnel. And the hound comes snapping teeth behind you, and you're running down the hall. And the howls of the hound shake the walls. But still, the chant follows. One must die. One must die. One must die.
Oof.
I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm not even. I mean, I looked back enough to know that they came through the gap, but now I'm just gonna be full running for the stairs.
Okay. As you're running, do any of you else look back? Shadows or Kortig?
Yeah, Kortig would.
As you look back, you see the hound peering at you through the hole. And as the chant continues to rock the basement, you see the hound begin to wisp, and the gas begin to fill the halls. Black mists trailing off and seeping into every corner and crack and crevice and rolling after you, slowly but surely. And that is where we will end our cast tonight.
Oof.
Almost dying.
Yeah.
Almost dying. You still just might, because this gas stuff that the hound just let off is coming after you.
Yeah.
I have 6 more.
So Marlow didn't leave you before, but now she's definitely gonna leave you if you guys fall behind.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
I
I
see
mean,
that. Understandable.
All right. Well, thank you to all of our lovely viewers who tuned in this week for our episode of the Codex cast. And
Thank you guys.
thank you to our lovely players who have paired with me for another session.
thank you for running it.
Yeah. And this time we have a few hints of what's to come with Shadow's pain in her head, the seagulls, and the knife. And we'll see what those bring. Okay.
All right, friends. Pizza's calling my name.
Okay, for
Okay.
reals now. We're gonna go, but we will be back next week with more Codex Cast. Bye,
Woo!
guys.
Bye.